Ladies and gentlemen, in today dialects, which is Thursday headlines, the headline for Daily Nation is the impunity shows a picture of a bus where the president was attending a rally within Nairobi. And in a video shared on social media, there was a guy who was roped in front of police officers and beaten by armed gangs closely to the president. Beg the question, when the president is going, he has a lot of police officers, elite, well-trained guys, and they could not help a person. All the concentration was to guard the president. That is the top story on Daily Nation. Another story on Daily Nation where you can find is the shadows figure in CJ Koome team GAC fraud. You will get that story. The story that is on the headline of the Standard, the front page story of the Standard, is the dishonorables, the two leaders, Kimani Ichung'wah and Junet Mohammed. Remember, these two are the leaders of both houses. One is the leader of majority, the other one is the leader of minority. The story that made them to appear in this front page of the story is they brought the story of Ndindi Nyoro when they were doing the replacement at the budgetary and allocation committee, when they said Ndindi Nyoro had directed more than 2 billion from the public participation fund to his constituency, giving him an unfair advantage over his colleagues in terms of development. This discussion took place without a formal motion to address Nyoro as the speaker watch and guide the debate. You can get the story from page 4 of the Standard, where it talks about how these young MP Ndini Nyoro was the center of the topic during the debate at Parliament. And normally the standing orders of the House is that if the order is not a motion, it should not be discussed at the floor of the House. But yesterday, people discussed Ndini Nyoro, while some said, netizens said and Kenyans say that the two are very incompetent leaders. You'll get those comments at that page. That a story that is top story on the Standard is ODM finish Parliament power grab. Remember, some of the committees have seen been changed to suit Raila Odinga's ally into the power. Remember, we have the budget committee went to Raila Odinga. We have the PAC, Public Accounts Committee, went to Raila and other senior committees. Or else, Raila is expected to gain a number of slots when it comes to CS. There is a CS reshuffle where people have anticipated that Justin Muturi and Alice Wahome are most likely to be striked out of the cabinet to replace with Raila's close ally. On People's Daily, the top story is top SACCO splash 47 billion dividends amid course of fraud. That is one of the story that is trending. And then our top story on the People's Daily is the cost of fuel looms as April raised dealers' margin by 7 shillings per liter. Now we are going back to almost 200 shillings per liter. Top story in the Star is Muturi's DP quiet. KK as RUTO plans to storm Central. Regarding allies fall, MPs pick new chairpersons. I was saying, yesterday there was a reshuffle in Parliament, and nearly almost those close ally of Kashagwa have been thrown out of Parliament due to some maybe alignment and political realignment of the country right now, where President and Raila Odinga have signed an MOU agreement to work together. Meaning, if you have signed an MOU, you will get some positions both in Parliament and in Senate, and even the principal secretaries, MDs. directors, and senior other government officials. This is what is happening right now, that Gachagwa's ally are suffering and feeling the heat after Raila joined the government. On People Daily talks about greedy MPs grab over shilling 7 billion in budget. These people are the faces of the people, are those, most of them are from the opposition party. As you have seen, as Raila ally sees key house committees sits in a dramatic change that saw impeached Deputy President Gachagwa's prominence kicked out. You can get the story from page 4 to page 6, where now Samuel Atandi, Tindi Mwale, Irene Maikai, and Jack Wamboka are the biggest beneficiaries from the ODM party, while biggest losers, who are tend to be close allies to former DP, are Ndindi Nyoro and Gadhoni Wamushomba, who have been kicked out of their respective seats as the leadership of the parliament is being rearranged. On Taifa Leo inasema Nyoro achezwa rafu. Nyoro achezewa rafu, fugufugu. Nyoro ambaye ni mbunge wa Kiaro alikuwa mkereketwa mkuu wa siasa za Rais William Ruto, hata wakati mmoja akadaiwa angechaguliwa kuwa mwaniaji mwenza. Chombo chake kilianza kuenda mramba alipokosa kuhusika katika kura za kumng'oa Gachagua. Kwa sasa amevuliwa wenyekiti wa kamati ya bajeti ya bunge. Hiyo ndo Taifa Leo. Na serikali, another story is vidokezo, serikali haijasahau machifu 5 mateka ambao walitekwa nyara wakati wa rais katika ziara yake kule Northeastern. And then Mount Kenya Times says DP quits KK coalition. There is yesterday when Justin Muturi was speaking on JKLI, he said his party has wrote to the political party, register of political parties, giving her ultimatum of 30 days to allow them to quit the KK government. Kenya Kwanza, and remember Gachagua was kicked out. Justin Muturi said, I can't work with the government who does not keep his promise. That is today's Kenyans.